नमस्कार, आदाब, शत श्री अकाल और खुशामदीद। वेरी वेरी गुड इवनिंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू पीपल। दिस इज योर मास्टर डीजे हर्ष पीएम, जो कि आपके सामने आज एक बहुत ही बढ़िया सा सेशन लेकर आए हैं। और वो ये दैट इफ यू आर प्लानिंग टू गो अब्रॉड, देन व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स यू शुड टेक केयर व्हाइल गोइंग अब्रॉड, which all documents you should have, which all things you should have in your backpacks, which all applications you have, each and everything today I'm going to tell you in this video. And believe me, this video is going to be very very useful for you. In fact, you would have not seen this video anywhere else till now. So if you have yet not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to this channel and you'll get a very useful and meaningful content here. So let's get started. What are the essentials? In fact, this has been a very constant comment from a lot of students, that what we should have, what we should not have, what we should take while going abroad. Because if you're going to an abroad country, there might be things which you might not get there if you are going, and hence you should carry them with from your home country itself. So starting with, in this session we'll be covering the common required documents that you should be having, then what you should really pack in your bag, those items, and then keep these apps ready on your phone before you fly, because there are a lot of applications which are actually necessary. And like India, we have no country in the world where data is absolutely free, infinite. So here in India we do have 1 GB per day and such type of data plans, but in most of the abroad countries, most of them, data is not this much readily available, and hence downloading an app or on the go just having mobile or having a very strong internet connection might not be that easy for you. So you should have those apps before on your phone. Now let's get started. First of all, valid passport. In the list of documents, this is the first one. Without passport you won't be able to go outside, and that passport should have minimum 6 months of validity remaining on it. And this 6 months of validity should be including should be over and above your study duration. मतलब अगर आपका 4 years का graduation है, then you should have 4 years plus 6 months of validity. Then only you would be allowed in that country. Okay. Visa application form should be there online or in person at the embassy. You have to submit it, and thereafter you'll get the visa. You should have photographs, because photograph is important. And like India, we have most of the things here online, but there are a lot of countries where things are not online. So you should have a recent passport sized photo, offline photo, and you can't just show everything on your mobile. People outside India, they don't accept mobile or digital copy. And then if your college asks you, give me 3 passport size photograph, then you'll have to probably run to the studios to get it printed, and all such hustle will be there. Next, proof of acceptance. You should have a letter or email, and better get printed it, because if you're traveling and your mobile just switches off or battery is down or something of that sort, then you will be in a big jeopardized situation. So better to have a printed format. Financial proof. Universities offer immigration authority, so have those proofs printed in your bag. It is important. Academic transcripts and certificate. These all things would be required original. Mind it again. Because like in India, we have a lot of applications, just say DigiLocker we have. So if you show DigiLocker, you don't need to show anything else in physical copy. But abroad, it does not happen. DigiLocker is not accepted in a lot of countries. So there you'll have to show the original documents. So if you are showing the original documents like mark sheet, degree certificate, you should have them in original, like in your bag. Although they won't be submitting anything original, you just need to give them photocopy, and it's better that you have a set of photocopied documents as well. Now, proof of residence. A lot of countries ask you to show the proof of residence also. So you should have that proof of residence before that, that at which place you are going to stay in that country. Proof of language proficiency, IELTS or TOEFL or German language or French language, whichever country you are going. Proof of English language is also important. Personal statement is required, so have all those things handy. Medical certificate is a very important part. It might be asked from you at multiple points. So have this handy, and have this in a physical copy, printed format. Have a digital copy also of this. Click a photo, have it in your mobile also, so that sometimes if it gets misplaced or something of that sort, you should have a backup. Thereafter, police clearance certificate is a very important thing. In fact, most of the countries do ask for this before giving you the visa, and you might even need it after that also for getting admission to the college. So have that police clearance certificate, very much important. Resume and CV is always advisable, because The more places you will be visiting the college, the visa officials and every places. At those places you might be asked to show your resume as well. Okay, so have this in the physical copy handy with you. Letter of recommendation, digital copy would work out. Write real life examples and achievements. Ask the recommender to write that. Recommender's signature is important, and formal specific to the point letter of recommendation, that is appreciable. Statement of purpose is also required. Here you should write it in your own words, simple, clear and well organized. Cliches and focus, you should avoid cliches. So avoid cliches, focus on your unique experience, and word limits are very important. Next is now what you should pack in your bag. Please pay attention on this also. So here, power adapters, very important, because in that abroad country, mobile will be your best buddy and it will be very useful thing. So you should have power adapters, because if in case power adapters, because if you go to that place, most of the abroad countries do have different power sockets. So like in India, we have power sockets like this. I have one here like this, but in abroad we don't have it like this. They have something a little different setup. So for that you need to have international power adapter. You can search this on Amazon, you'll get it. International power adapters which adapt to every country's power socket. So that you should have at least one. Along with that, you should also have power banks. Power banks are also important for your mobile. Okay, so power banks, please have that, because your mobile might get switched off or might get low battery at any place, and then your power bank will help you. Medicines with prescriptions, because a lot of countries do not allow medicines without prescription. Here in India, we don't need prescription to be shown at every place, but in abroad it does not work out like that. So you'll have to show prescription, and only that medicine they will allow. Travel size toiletries would be required, like this is basic. Warm clothes, because you might be traveling to western countries or countries above the equator and they are mostly cold. Moisture, take only small quantity. So moisturizer, so all creams and moisturizers or shaving cream. A lot of immigration officials don't allow very big packets. So it has happened with me only. Once I was traveling to Indonesia. So while I was traveling to Indonesia, I was traveling it through Singapore or probably Bangkok, I don't remember. So during my immigration checks, I had a bottle of my wife had a bottle of half liter of moisturizer, 500 ml. They stopped it, and in fact they took it. Believe me, they did not give it back. They said that you are not allowed to have this moisturizer 500 ml. You can have it maximum 100 ml. So maximum 100 ml is the size at a lot of airports. Some of them do allow it, some of them don't allow it. Emergency cash in local currency, so you should have better in hand that local currency before going to that country. Get that currency in your home country, because you'll get the service at a lot of airports that you can exchange the currency. Passport size photos, 10 to 15 copies would be advisable. Now store all important documents in Google Drive or OneDrive so that you can access them later. Save scanned copies of passport, visa confirmation, enrollment, etc. Everything on your phone and on the cloud in the email. Flight ticket should be there before departure. You should check that you have a flight ticket, airport pickup confirmation, international SIM card. You'll get this international SIM card in your home country only. In India, you'll get the international SIM card for that country. While you are visiting the embassy, there at the embassy, you'll get this. Hard copies of offer letter, accommodation proofs, all such things you should have. Emergency contact sheet, parents, embassy, universities, offices. Try to have it in a hard copy format as well, not only in mobile. Keep these apps ready on your phone before you fly. Now, there are some apps like local transportation apps. So, here in India, you have Ola, Uber. But Ola, Uber might not be there in a lot of countries. First part. Second, so Uber might work, but a lot of countries don't have Uber also. Then, City Mapper, Google Maps. So, if you go to China, there Google Maps does not work. There is there is one map which is called as Baidu, something of that sort. Yeah, Baidu. So, every country have their own transit system. A lot of countries don't have Ola, Uber, but rather they have metro system, very strong metro system. So you will have to install their metro app. So before going to that country, do that research and have those apps already installed in your mobile phone. Currency converter is very important so that you can actually calculate that what is the currency, because local people would be asking you money in their local currency, so you'll have to convert it to get a fair idea that how much is it costing you. Thereafter, VPN is somewhere required because a lot of websites might not work in that country, but it is working here in your country, India. So that might be one of the thing. Google Translate is the most important thing because the language might be the barrier. So if you're going to China, you might not be able to understand local language. So if you're not able to understand local language, you'll have to have Google Translate to understand the local language. Okay, so have these apps ready in your phone. This will help you a lot. Okay, and apart from that, I would even suggest you having DigiLocker and DigiYatra, because these apps do help you in India, and they might be even helping you in abroad as well. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that was all for this video. I hope you loved and enjoyed it. If you need any help from me or my team, you can fill out the Google form given in the description box to get a counseling in going abroad, and they will help you in each and every sense possible. Okay, with this, it's time to say goodbye. See you all in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care, good night.